Hello everyone, this is the FPL trio. Welcome to our Gameweek 16 team review. And as always, I'm joined by my co-hosts Daniel and Michael. Michael, how's it going?
Yeah, going pretty good. It's near the end of the year, almost the holiday season, and another week of FPL coming up soon. How are you going, Daniel?
Yeah, good as well. I just said it is the holidays pretty soon, so excited for that. I'm excited to be watching more games. And Pulkit, you're doing good as well.
Yeah, doing good as well. Excited for the Premier League game. For the Premier League players, it's a bit brutal that this holiday schedule is too hectic for them, while in other leagues and other sports, it's a bit relaxed. But technically, it's like great for us because we can sit back and enjoy the games. So looking forward to this period. All right, let's start with a team review. And before I start today, I'd like to appeal to people who are watching our content. Please like, share, and subscribe. We don't have sponsor plugs, as you can see. So it's all on us. We are just taking out time from our work lives to basically prepare some content, do our team reviews on a regular basis, and share some transfer plans. Also, we try to remain active on X. So like, share, and subscribe. It will really motivate us. And then let's start with our team review. And always, we start with your team. Then
Yeah, sure. So it was an average game week where I go to the players. I know every week we say it's a gray area. I barely move, but this week it's actually a gray area. I think I was at like 2.70, and now it's 2.65. So I think that's my smallest error of the year. Statistically narrow. Right? So just to go through the players in defense, ours, uh, Fabrici, I think Gabriel got 9 points, which was great. Nuri, I think he's the worst asset in this game. He got sent off after the final whistle, and Williams have been super bad, so it wasn't a mistake bringing him in. Battle blank versus City versus Fine. Then Bruno scored a penalty, which I think that's not the green arrow. Captaincy was actually not work out. One man got three, but the other couple of Salah got five. So that four good swing in both, which is fine. And Saka blank, Salah again got the assist. Korea scored, nine points is good, and then Ivan also at Pedro blank. Yeah, overall, okay game week, I would say. It could have been better, but it's fine. It's super small green arrow, but hopefully we can improve on that.
yeah. Basically, it's been the tail for honor, not for me. I will show you later. But yeah, at least it's a green arrow. So that's the positive for you. And by the way, I actually noticed interesting stat on Wolves. Yes, Nuri has been horrible for us. Like I was calculating, I had him for 5 weeks and he got me 4 points in those 5. So basically, even if he got appearance points, that would have been 10. And he's way off that appearance points itself. Yeah, it was a nightmare owning him. But I saw this stat on, I think, FPL Black Box. Wolves in the last 6 games are third on expected goal conceded, like non-penalty.
I guess they concede more than like they're expected, I guess, right? Also, that their manager just got sacked, so might be a weird thing in our group, new manager bounce. So let's
Yeah,
see how that goes.
yeah, let's see. Yeah, because I mean, Southampton and Wolves both have their badges being let go. Yeah, I think Wolves probably have a better chance of a manager bounce than Southampton.
Oh yeah, that's right.
It was a wild ending to the game. Like,
Yeah,
uh, okay, there is already, uh, like, he has been told by the league some response. The Wolves are committed. We don't have a clue what would happen. Might get suspended, but based on previous records, like whenever such a situation happens, it takes usually like 2 to 3 weeks before a decision is made. So, from what it looks like, there is a very high probability suspend for some games. Don't know how many, but it most probably won't be like within the next month or so. Like it would take time.
Yeah.
All right, then with that, let's look at your first team, Daniel.
Yeah. So as I said, I mean, Nuri horrible outfit, took him out, got Robinson. And I mean, Pulkit, you were saying before when they're playing Liverpool, he was looking phenomenal. He got 2 assists. I was watching, he was playing so high up, and it was versus Liverpool. So versus slightly weaker side, I mean, he's been doing well anyways. And he was so popular at the start of the season, I remember. But yeah, now Fulham have a great run. I mean, Southampton at home, so I got him in. And the rest of my team is unchanged. I have one more transfer. Don't think I'm gonna use it, but again, I'll have to have a look today. The bench remains the same because Rodgers is being shitty, and my captaincy actually got shifted back to Salah for now, at least for this game week. It's between him or Palmer, or even actually Bruno the shout. But Salah, if I'm not mistaken, Romero is injured, and Van de Ven is injured,
Yep.
and Foster is in goal. So I saw this post today. So I mean, it could be a field goal for Salah. Yeah, and I mean, I think it was yesterday or 2 days ago. I think it was yesterday. Yeah, Spurs United it ended 4-3, right? So
Yeah.
that's was a very high scoring game. So yeah, he could be a great option. And we know Salah against the top six, right? He has a splendid record. So I think I'm gonna actually keep it on him. But again, luck can happen if you're down tomorrow.
Yeah. And I think Salah is a good captain option because I was looking at some stats today on FPL on the website, and he has the best attacking return out of any midfielder or forward in the game. And it's even better than his home record. So this might be a good shout out against Tottenham.
Read.
Yeah, I mean, seemed like the best. And as you pointed out, Daniel, like the midweek they played against United. United, when they were not pressing, Spurs were leading, I think 2-0 at a point, even 3-0 at some point. And then as United started pressing, forced Foster into making like two mistakes. Now we expect Liverpool to press throughout the game. So could be a really good game for Salah. But then Spurs are so inconsistent that you can't guarantee anything with them. Like who was expecting they would beat City 4-0? That was like really out of the box. But probably it was more on City than on Spurs. So yeah, I think Salah is a great captaincy choice. But again, too many away games this week. And I think this would continue. Like last week we had too many home games. This week we have too many away games. And again next week we'll return back to our difficult captaincy choice with too many home games. Like, but yeah, it's a good one on Salah this week.
Yeah.
And I think you should have listened to me, Daniel, last week when I said captain the player who's playing the second worst defense in Bruno Fernandes.
Yeah. I should have. You're right. I mean, he did score a penalty, but he was
Yeah,
looking pretty dangerous all game. So yeah, is anyone playing Sweden? Oh, maybe
exactly.
Roger. Maybe I can summon Roger and captain him. Sure, yeah, no, you're right. Also, one more thing. I don't know if you guys are gonna bring them in, but Jackson and Isaac, everyone's bringing those two in. They
Yep.
seem to the proper. I can't do that. I have like cheap forwards, but what do you guys think about that?
So for me, I already bought in Jackson, thankfully. So I bought him in last week. And I was waiting on him scoring a goal because Chelsea would seem to be all over the place. But thankfully, he scored one goal like 2, 3 minutes before he got subbed off. And Isaac, I think, he's always going to be good, I think, in the long run. But Jackson's probably better value with that, I think, 0.5 difference in price. So, yeah, both are good options, but Jackson's a better value pick. What do you think, Pulkit?
Yeah, for me, I think Isaac has probably a slightly higher ceiling because finishing ability wise, I think Isaac is a much better player than Jackson. But I do like Jackson fixtures a bit more. And I think also like injury record wise, I think Jackson is a bit more reliable. But it's like a coin test. Like in this situation, I would say if you can own both, that it's great. But if it's one, then just go ahead who you feel like because both of them go big. Right.
Please.
Let's look at your team, Michael.
Yeah. So last week was not a really great week for my team, especially in the defense yet again, where everyone got two, but then I saw very closely it's a -2 for Aitnori. So that didn't make it a clean sweep there. Yeah. And it's just another week like this there. But in my midfield, only Salah and Bruno returned. I thought once Saka blank, Salah almost blanking, and Haaland not scoring well again. I thought, yes, it's Palmer's turn to get double-digit points, but he ended up getting only 3 points. So that was a big misfire. But in terms of my forward line, Cunha, Jackson, they all scored again. So that's quite good. But with Cunha having the ban or suspension hanging over his head, hopefully it won't be this week or next week. And like Pulkit said, in a month's time, that would actually be quite good because there's going to be a fixture turn. So he would be on my radar to sell anyways at that point in time. In terms of my overall rank, I did go down to 2.17 million. Well, and it was about 400,000 difference between about 3-4 weeks ago. So hopefully that can start changing once I show my bus team.
Yep. Have a great forward line already.
Yeah, so this bus team here, the main difference is that Nori is out and I followed Daniel's lead and got Robinson. I made this basically a very early trade before the game week even finished. So hopefully he does just as good against Southampton as he did with Liverpool. Because if he does that, he should be getting a very good score. Sells is in as my goalkeeper. And I started Leaf Davis against Newcastle. That's mainly because Mazraoui is on the yellow. And if he was need to play, I probably would have started him. So, and Einar is my other defense. As for my forward line and my midfield, it's all the same as last week. I can't seem to see any changes at the moment. And for my captaincy, again, it's against Palmer or Salah. At the moment, it is with Palmer, but I always change it about 5 minutes before deadline anyway. So this is just a definite option.
Michael, Brentford has been quite good at home. So is there any consideration, like if you get some information that they could start, would you bring him in?
So I probably would bring in Mazraoui in if I do hear some news about whether he's going to start, how bad or good his injury is. But then that would bring up a lot of different questions on is Isak going to score more goals or is Wissa and what's his name from Brentford?
And
Yeah, Mbumo, yes. So or Mbumo scores more goals. So let's see how it goes. But I'd probably go be taking out Davis just from the top of my head if Mazraoui is playing.
Yep. Yeah, the captaincy is close. I think Bruno should also be in the conversation because it's not home game. So is any of you considering?
He's an outside chance for me, but I mean, ever since he scored that 17 point and I captained him, I thought I'm thinking my luck ran out then.
I'm also thinking about him, but I doubt I'm gonna end up captaining him. It's probably gonna be between Salah or
Looks good. Then the team is a horrible score, 38 points, red narrow. But now I think now we are seeing where the ranks are not changed as strongly as we did before. So just 38 points, but still like from 2.1 or 2.0 million to 2.5 million. So not a huge jump. Good and bad in both ways, because getting green arrows and jumping to higher position could be equally difficult. But the team looks still fine, especially since I'm continuing to commit on Haaland. Like in 3 points against Chelsea, I think way more than what I expect from it. Then Gabriel and Timber, finally the double Arsenal clean sheet, and Gabriel getting the 3 bonus points without getting an attacking return. That's what what we called Gabriel for. Like, he's amazing, to be honest. So basically the complete opposite of Aitnori, who got a -2 after the game, got the yellow card and got suspended. So basically now he collected the 2 yellow cards, got suspended because it turned into a red, and he's again back on 4 yellow cards. So when he returns, if he gets another yellow card, he'll again be suspended. So I mean, it was the best time. People are looking to sell, the best time to sell. Then Palmer, captain, 6 points. Not much of a difference between the key captaincy options that were considered last week. Palmer, Salah, Haaland, pretty much no one got a big score. And of course, everyone after like Liverpool's match thought that the other captaincy won the race because Salah just got like 5 points. But I think it's the season of Salah. Like, even with 5 points, he basically turned out somewhat the best captain among players who were being considered. Then Mitoma blanked, but I think he had a decent game. Good with him for the next 2 weeks because Brighton has easier options for the next week, and then we'll sell him out. Then Semenyo 3-pointer also had a decent game, but I up a bit early. Look out for Haaland still continuing to hold, still City going down, and City I'm also going down in FPL. Yeah, but I think City has too good of a return that if I have hold now, I continue till at 20 or max till game week 22, and after that, it's on. Like, irrespective of what he does in those weeks. Then Visa from Brentford. So it was a away game for Brentford. Blank. Let's see if we can turn around and do something good in the home game this week. Then Pedro blank, but I think Pedro's fine. He's good value, so it's okay for him to blank. And also he has been starting in number 9 position, and I think number 10 favors him better. So let's hope Welbeck can be fit and come into the game, and then basically Pedro can go to his favorite position and then get some points for us. So red arrow, let's try to improve that.
Like you said before, that I mean, 38 points only, and the red arrow isn't that big. So it looks like, and we might be stuck. We're all in that 2.2, 2.5 million rank. Hopefully, we can, we need some differential picks to elevate us. I mean, Haaland is a differential now, right? He's like, what,
Yeah,
30%? He was 80% on like a month ago, which is crazy.
exactly. Yeah, which is why, I mean, irrespective of, I know how many problems City has, but then even in this kind of run where City is like performing the worst, they are basically the worst defensively and so on. But you still, before every game, you wouldn't rule out Haaland getting a brace or a hat trick. Like, that's how the aura around him is. And with him being the differential, for me, I don't want to converge to where everyone is, because otherwise there's not much of a chance where I can jump bigger. So I'm just betting on Haaland and seeing how it goes. So with that, let's yeah.
You have to start returning this one because, or else, I mean, you're losing if you don't convert
Yeah.
the rest.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But I mean, I'm just betting against the field and seeing how it. All right, then let's look at my bus team. So not much of a change, of course. Just like you, Michael, and Daniel, Ait Nouri sold out just after the game, as soon as we saw that he got this red card and he was going to drop in value. I think it didn't drop the very next day, but the day after. But still, it was sure that we needed to sell Ethnuri. And Robinson might be a bit of a knee jerk based on how I saw him play against Liverpool. He was so good. Like, Really amazing player. And I just wanted him in my team because the fixture run for Fulham is also good. Mm, it might be a knee-jerk is because when I look at the fixtures later, like they are good. But Fulham hasn't been the greatest team in terms of defense. Like their XG conceded numbers put them somewhere mid-table. But I think they had tougher fixtures, so maybe that improves. And also Robinson is a bit overperforming. Like his XG numbers basically are somewhere around 3 XA or something, while he has 6 assists. So he's overperforming. Let's just assume that he would keep overperforming while we have. Then Plecken in goal, Gabriel and Timber, happy with the Arsenal double defense. Palmer, vice captain at the moment. This fixture is actually wrong for him. Chelsea, who do Chelsea have this week?
Everton.
Everton, yeah, yeah. So Everton has been quite good defensively. I don't think people who are not captain Palmer is because of Palmer, but it's rather because of Sondage and how good Everton has been. Like last 6 games, we just talked about Wolves. Everton has been the second best defense in the last 6 games. So I think it would not be an easy game for Chelsea to score like a ton of goals. And also since it's away, so basically, that's why I'm favoring Salah as the captain who plays against Spurs. And Spurs in the midweek, we saw if they are pressed, they have mistakes in them. So and Salah is Salah. He is having a monstrous season. So I think Salah is one of the best captaincy choices this week. Then Semenyo keeping faith on him. To be honest, I wanted to sell him because the fixtures for Bournemouth are not that great. But Semenyo had a decent game last week. Just was a bit unlucky to not get any returns. He could have walked away with a brace as well. And then I'm looking at game week, like in 2 or 3 weeks where I have 3 or 4 transfers, I would try to play sort of a mini wild card. And if Zach is looking good, then also Jackson is looking good. Then basically I'll try to maybe shuffle things around a bit. Then Mitoma stays for the 2 weeks and then he leaves mostly to a cheaper alternative like in Ahmad or Enzo, who are amazing as cheap alternatives now. Haaland designed the forward line.
Out of curiosity, you were saying Everton is the second best defense. Who's the first?
In the last, I don't remember. I think it's Arsenal probably. I think it's
But
Arsenal.
yeah, I mean, if you're gonna get Isaac and Jackson, would that involve selling Haaland, or how are you gonna afford them?
So basically, I've made a rough plan and it's not concrete anything. Like I cannot get both of them together. So I might get one of them by selling like 4 players from my team. Semenyo, Mitoma, Timber, and this. Like, so basically, downgrade would be mostly on Timber. I might turn him to Munoz because Palace have a great run of fixtures from like game week 90 around that time, and Munoz has great attacking threat. So, and also, I think around game week 2021 or somewhere around 19, Arsenal's fixtures, at least defensively, are not the best. So, if I can, like, I might compromise on this double defense. Downgrade Semenyo and Mitoma to Enzo and Ahmad. They might be slightly higher, but I can save money there and then turn this into a Jackson, hopefully. So that's the plan. And then around 21 or so, like either after 20 or around 22 when City has played Ipswich, I'll sell Haaland. That if he still looks good. Because I think for now, like Newcastle has okay games after this, like the Ipswich game. They are not the best games, but around 22 or somewhere around that, this again have a great run. So basically, I'll target it like around that time.
True, true. Also, sorry, it just came in the press conferences. Calafiori is available to play. He's in the squad. Do you think that might affect Timber or?
I don't think so. I think the only threat to Timber White, who is not going to be available for a long while. But of course, there could be rotation, and you would know more than me there. So maybe you can. Put some comment.
Oh yeah, I agree. I would say probably that. I mean, if Calafuri, if he does start, it's probably gonna be like him, Saliba, Gabriel, and Timber at the back row. So Timber should be. I mean, he's playing phenomenal, so he should be set. And yeah, also another on the United side of things, Michael Amorim did not say anything about Mazraoui.
Really.
Yeah, he just said Mason Mount's out for several weeks, but that's it.
Yeah. So yeah, thankfully I still have sort of covered fence. So he's probably your next week's problem for me at the moment.
Uh,
Then I think we covered most things. Salah, the best captaincy choice, probably. Do you guys think Isaac is someone could be a good captaincy choice? Of course, we all don't own.
or they're big switch, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, Ipswich. So I would say he's a great shot actually. He might. I don't know if is he going to be the differential captain or are people going to go for him? He probably a differential because not many people own him and then to captain him as well. Yeah, no, he could be a great differential pick, I think.
Yeah, of course. And we'll basically look at the matchups later and post something on Twitter. So
Yeah.
we can check it there. Though our last week's performance was not that great. I mean, we considered Isaac as an ultra differential captain. That would have been amazing. He got what, 13 points or something. So whoever went with that, amazing. But Palmer and Haaland didn't much. So I think our differential captains are the ones that.
Yeah. I was just about to say, just follow our differentials, don't follow our actual picks. And also, I checked, saw Isaac scoring a double digit, broke the supposed curse of the most transparent player. Because before him, in the last 6 weeks, all the top players that's been brought in, they've all blanked before Isaac. So that was a lucky one.
And I think this week it's Robinson who's been heavily brought in.
Yeah.
That's not that moves.
I think that's been changed to Ahmad is the most transferred in at the moment.
Yeah. And I think if people are still trying to decide between like who to get for Aitnuri, would you suggest someone else apart from Robinson, or then Robinson is clear?
I mean, we all got Robinson, so I'm gonna say Robinson, right?
Yeah.
But I feel a lot of people are getting Lewis Hall after his home last week. He got 15, right?
Yeah.
So he's also an option, but I mean, I feel like Robinson is a better pick long term. He has more consistent assists. So yeah, I would say Robinson also.
Yeah, same here. Robinson is probably the best. I would say Cucurella, but then after that crazy 4 minutes at the end, getting 2 yellow cards, yeah, he's not on the list anymore.
Yeah, basically, I've been saying this a lot and also agree that Robinson is definitely a good option, but I'd also say Munoz is a good option. It's just that this week is very
He's
difficult.
Is he suspended this week?
Yeah, and he's so basically you can like bench Nuri because people who haven't sold Nuri till now, they have anyways missed the price changes. So if like to be honest, if I hadn't knee jerked, I would have considered playing Lewis this week and then getting Munoz directly because his numbers are crazy good. Like I think he has an XG of like 2.13 or something in the last 6 games. So, and I might be wrong here, but basically he has quite good numbers when it comes to XG, and he combines like attacker pretty strong.
Yeah.
I guess we considered most of the things. They reviewed our teams and discussed some transfer plans, captaincy decisions. So I hope you guys like watching the video. Please like, share, and subscribe and support us. Thank you.